Bernard we me ya say me video no internet no problem. Bernard also call people bra mamba e winning elections mo say mama be winning and am ko ye political prediction and e farmer mo instead of mo concentrate nyame na o ka say mama be winning no mo concentrate na mo ma sa nyame no mo mama na mama e ma o man ndi yi no what's that the gandam I say na ya tell say Kennedy Japan is going to buy my friend shut up Bernard shut up Yesu moja e ba so Yesu me kwara ampa hu metibi mu nyame hu metibi mu a me ka no kware no ni me fama name Bernard I come against you that your stop that ofo say mo wagadre no mungai tabana hu kede Japan wa hefa some gandam in some listen to me and then you have Sam George go share Kennedy Pong wo be bia e me yapem social media agno na Sam George aba Kennedy Pong me mfio mo na wo de momuntie wo Sam George ni Kennedy Pong ko share it is on social media omo ko share wo program bia se a Sam George ko Kennedy Pong ho akọ kire Kennedy Pong say wo Kennedy Pong dabe na beba na wo de mba MPP phone tie na mo mfa wo ma na omo nim na mo de ba obi aba ombe luzu poto na Kennedy Pong so sere omo na me hu say say who put to me dada wa the way me believe Kennedy Pong ni obi a asofo no onye asofo ni die saa o mo refi na 2 Kennedy Pong doesn't believe in prophecy and this pastor so many years. Kennedy Pong, not two. The records are there. Now we were doing the premise. 2024 premise. Now Kennedy Pong, I trust him. I saw for baby dad and say, "We need premise." No. There were pastors who came and told Kennedy Pong say, "Nyame yachomo," including Bernard. Nyame yachomo say he's the flag bearer. Emma Kennedy jomu di ye, abosika momo. Akoba ya no. Na Kennedy wenya it I was expecting Kennedy to know say Sam George didn't move for because he na person the opponent very strong and Sam George is slow by me come back no why said that Kennedy Pong say he should come back because Ghana for no because NDC4 himself no bar who say Kennedy Pong do you think Sam George have your interest at Sam George is praying that you come. Now, the obeying number 1. Any scandal be omunimbia no me raise against you. And from who? And Charusona, Japan beba ufia abe show. They will mobilize people like Kennedy Pong. And when I say Captain Smart, I only want issues. Can we tell her they are true? Can we tell her to come at you? And I saw for like Obi Nimuni, there are people who don't like Kennedy Pong. All these people know are ready, and not MPP will give them ammunitions, resource them back to back. They will fire you, malign you, disgrace you. I sure say at the end of the day, nobody can know why you're weak. And this is what NDC want. They want to get a poor, and they want the MPP for money smart. Sure. Ya be call 2024 no ne ye mu bi Ghana ba ye ni say ka ye nyanka we buy ye mu bia na esuro mama come no na ye issue enti na Ghana ma ye boni say ka ye nyanka kwabadu for contesting mama enti ye mu bu best ka ye say kwabadu for and mama there is gone mama there nobody will vote for mama mama we need amekotogo ni nya na ye strategy I'm young more adopted to let Ghanaians know say, oh, mama is not the key, it's not the hope, and I'm fat. If you say, now me ampa, maybe this mama ye dino, me make just say mama ye dino farabra. No, and the MPP were praying say, mama will not get the flag bearer, race no. Now come with the other person, I don't the arido do subaye, and come with the crowd for nkaye. Yes, show mama at that time. Because not all banner. or the experience and eba what if you check and if you know mama or onim propaganda onim how to convince people or a communicator. And now we were doing everything to ensure say mama the same thing the MPP for NDC for about to ekotui omo pa abon say oh Kennedy Pon nti woni no be omo start ya mama fo sika omo ye Kennedy Pon supporters say mon kona mon kwaka say Kennedy Pon ni and omo ka political Kennedy Pon ni nyame Kennedy Pon no do na and Kennedy Pon ba and Kennedy Pon ba and they will confuse and convince the grassroots just to make sure that they get their candidate that they want. Obi eniwa oye ukobo ball na Brazil wo ho na House of Folk wo ho ni esi chusu opponent a bebo a obekofa Brazil obeka se house ye che Brazil the same way NDC yemu no omo pekede di pon ni ya boni yem yetiatia no so na anase crashe anase asem no kwa no o twen na mo di Kennedy Pon ba no the second expose me I'm telling you say anase what another expose about Kennedy Pon. I'm telling you I know what I'm talking about. And now have scandals. It's about Kennedy Pon or the CA. Or person punish Kennedy Pon. Or person already in the political career. Or person already in business. And now is doing that too. It you know on started say 1 minute Kennedy Pon yene. It started before Kennedy Pon no court winning Uganda and now started here expose. Until the MPP mu no mu rebel home. Na musumbomo. Na mu ko chusu Kennedy Pon. Mu ba mu saso. Enti nipa amafo prepare some prepare scandal around the person. You don't risk the person. Kennedy Pon is a nice gentleman. He's good. He's a presidential material, but not now. Enti me yanka MPP from one up Kennedy Pon and fighting the battles. On Willie Anas on deal with NDC for now. Baumia should be represented. And let's see. It will be one touch. It will be one touch. Because Baumia did only 9%, less than 9%. And I can tell you, Asante region, and then I've gone around to see. I'm going around. I've gone around to see. Officer Hurua MPP for NDC for Huruye Asante no omonte ye. Ana da amuye yi. Achichachiri. Na dum so yi. Na komi. Amanfo mini NDC ato ho. Omunyanka ochira ye to aba. So ochina ye to aba wo memu a I can tell you NDC to be net 10% in Asante region. I'm telling you if today tomorrow ye to aba. How much more for years? Things will fall apart. Mama Bane, all things will fall apart. People will realize that the government is empty. There will be issues. Government to me perform. New voters, I bet this 17, 18 years. Almost first of all vote to know. They bring any opportunity to be employed. They bring any opportunity to go to school. So they all will blame the government of the day. And that is where Baumia will seal through. At least Ghanaians want to see Mr. Degeta. Mama Baby Yibi. So the most senior politician, the most experienced politician, the tried and tested politician is Baumia. And minimum Obi Biara NDC did the face Baumia Obi to me. Because Baumia is the candidate 42. I will hold that. No challenger. 42% of Mutuma Baumia. I'm ready with a voter register card. Bauma only need it. Compare Rebecca with 2028 and say we only need 9%, less than 9%, 50.1, less than 9%. Now less than 9%. We need the Agyapong Ashanti region. Central region for the Omo we call it Central region. Dumso come Ashomubufu. Even voter region, they are complaining about Dumso. Dumso here, Dumso there, everywhere. And 24-hour economy, no, I'm more disappointed. And you know, Baumia all the way. Ken, wait. Ken, do you like so? Fight your battle. do nice to Utambe but Kabaumia all the way. And I can assure you that inshallah NPP will come back strong. Only I say, hey, Bible say, it will be a party no, and this is the time. Ube dia, I say party no conform. Into the NPP party conform. You're better no. Into the NDC for say the party is not united into the and now also when you into mudidel. Normally so we need now when you now review till they are chilling. Say prepare position no more no more way na jump when you shippers authority to me no bibia na waka and na me na you are not so say that here na say you be that MPP for power no na that is allowed. But you see as they are doing all those things no Ghanaians are watching them quietly, and Ghanaians will say, hey, Yakaye, Yene de Mubaye, Mbeko. And I can tell you, given the way Ghanaians are, you know, a better tell me, Ghanaians will not give you any political party 8 years. Ubana one performer 4 years now. I'm telling you, voters, no, you can't take them for granted again. No. They will mark everything. And then they will make sure, say, the right people are voted. But we need only what 9 less than 9% to carry the day. Let's give it to Dr. Baumia and let's stop any attempt to bring Agyapong. And as of now, must start ye ganda mumunyai. Enfa. Mo music can come home. Bernard, stop that. I don't want to use my platform here. I don't qualify insults, but stop the spiritual gandam. And Women Kennedy, Sana Mudi Kennedy chia primaries, say Kennedy will win, Kennedy win. Sana Pesamoye, Pacho, women.
Yes, it's a contractor, Chakwana say, and Kawodaya. The UTH Yawakan say, Kwani dear Etsene. Sanka yana Prophet El Bernard Babonton, Wabeka so. Trading Ponyanko Powe Yak shed say, dear Dr. Muhammad Baumia, and a baby, and I send the bear flag bearer, Ediama MPP 2028, and on Rasun a baby 2028 election. And Kameji the year, Baba Basa, Woloya Morris and Panka, Baba Bejana, no Baba Bona Basho, Abba Bedana say, any video ni bi kura no aba be kasafa ho say Prophet El Bernard say Dr. Muhammad Baumia na MPP from Fanembra 2028 na beboa na we yo ba ya obebo Kennedy ohine Agyapong din dia wo say wonti ase said dia otumi hye nkoma John Dramani Mahama ebaye said dia asofo ni bitumi hye nkoma eka say Dr. Muhammad Baumia na ebeba 2024 amode na ebaye wo mka so obewi na at the end of the day no we lose 2024 election Sasu na trade upon Yankopon so no one Prophet El Bernard akasa no waka che de say ya dia Kennedy ohine Agyapong and ever 2028 no obaso nko ade a ya dia we bedi nkonim said ye kama Dr. Mahmoud Baumia amuji tu mu no sasu na ye mu bi wo no so a wo mo ka e dia ma Kennedy ohine Agyapong a ya dia ye bedi atum mo kra dia shofo from be hye nkom na Baumia be wini o Baumia be wini at the end of the day no wo mo ase twa wo mo ho be ka che Ghana for said Yama trade upon Yankopon ye no kwafo na wo mo ashofufuo ni mbom no wo mo ye adifo atrofo na just wo mo akasa mu no wo mehu na since when ena mo Baumia supporters no mo be hu sa ashofufuo wo krom hanum say wo mo free nyame say wo mo free nyame o say wo mo free nyame o Kennedy ohine Agyapong kom hye na aba ena de aba so na ye die intene mo twimu mo tan ya say de waka ne bibie no no mabetumi asesa age say trade upon Yankopon eka kire ne say wo mbra no meka bibi foforo Fanche Ghana for and I said ya wo kana anas one other expose no our expose one fambra sisi anas arme ya wanas no kra no yenti membufo no ya bere no sa anas arme ya wanas so we expose abusia ye nyina ye tami kuchu one san fambra adano enu adame wetina video manum si amede so Prophet El Bernard ka say Kennedy ohine Agyapong de ebe kra de yemu nketua de asoso sensa na eba beba na ne nyina no ye kwanya Nyankopon efa so lift no intidisi ane de ken supporters say men kan che say baby a wo medu sisi an wo mu nsuro they have seen worse na obia wonu akasa ne party for kra twi de ne 10 cents e ba bonte ede be mpa na be pusu Kennedy ohine Agyapong party a wo china ye ekokoden enam sa party kro ya so ena Kennedy ohine Agyapong ya na se benya issue enam sa party kro ya so ena Kennedy ohine Japan ni asofofo bekunye enam sa party kro ya so ena Kennedy ohine Japan be didi Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ebe Mr. Dr. ebe didi ye President John Dramani Mahama atem enam sa party kro ya so na ama Kennedy ohine Japan and then ho abeye hia no ho abeye tan ede ama nipa bebre nti sade end of the day no sa party a wokoma ye party or sacrifice ma ye party and they bi pompe ni di mpoetie na se nessa party mo amu se twa mo ho na ma di na time na magu nanim as because he wants to become a president in this country. Listen to me. Twedi aponya akopon wo fa de nipa reject no wo fa de apra pansan yatete ofa de wo bi ampe ofa de obi ehu ni sa nipa ye ogina ho ya ni se osumesi ogina ho bibi papa bi e ho no betu bi afiri ni mu aba sa nipa no e na twedi aponya akopon e pagya no no wo hye nanimonyam party atesa mako election ma report parliament house kura no mo numbers kura no ye 88 montna sina mo reform party no montna sendwe hu se den ye ma party no ko opposition montna sendwe hu ni se eye penny we na ese party no inti yentina sina ye fixe esemunu se ya na fi 2028 na masari na makofie na 2032 aba na masari na makofie na 2036 aba na masari instead of you people to sit down when they use your gum shit coconut no te anyansa nyankopon de maamo no mo betena sena mo de aye bibi pa de reform party no ende eda eno de eda. Supporters of Kennedy Ohine Japan, they are still in pain with the way you people treated Kennedy Ohine Japan. Someone like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, trust me if I say I respect that man, and then I wouldn't feel shy. Like I said, 2024, maybe the Mokokromoti, Ekababa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But I don't hate him more. He is a fine gentleman. He is very intelligent. Even if Swamo had the neighbor 2028, na NDC for the candidate by 2028. Na mi we womu mienu nensama womu kasena se Bawumia sam de kama kuma. I do not have a problem. Somebody go kometi beto abadi ama Bawumia bium. But enkrofu etwa no ho ehia na nkasa se Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia nye careful na san krofo we ne kasa hunu wa shift wo nyina fa nkogogu baby it is not going to help him. A fine respected gentleman like him na said the san kwasefo bi etwa no ho ehia na ade chi ni ade sebia no omo prento kwa de amani pe no omo kan se mebegu obi ni mase de amani pe enkosi da ben. Bawumia is such a quiet gentleman. Pen no wasemimpo. Na so de bia ma for prentokwa. Ene de El Bernard nchen na edru. El Bernard nchen ena edru. El Bernard baye ene obeka se Bawumia e de bedi nkunima. Aka be babonti aba be ka se Kennedy kotuetuetuetu asofofo kada Kennedy ndi asofofo ndi. Me no mienu nim se de Kennedy di asofofo wo kroma numi. It was for the good of Ghana and then for the good of MPP. Yen kase ye mind then come back and near ma time na ekoso my Ghana. Obabe 7 years na sofu bia be gira ho e na obade ye befo e na amami ye befo e na oduani o mafu wo do 98 amafu yem ni ade if not Kennedy and can be sound who say ye mame no man wo mo ko market ko bre ko pe kakra asofufu echichi wo mo nsaji wo mo ni abade free wo nsem. And today you have the guts to come sit on the media and then insult him. He is a gentleman. We respect Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Mo amacha no ho ehia no mo na mo ma papa no ho be ye shima manfofo mu kokrometi ntu abanfa ma wo mo. Me, I am an MPP member and I am not shy to say it. Say NDC for the candidates are ba ne sembe toma kuma so I do not have a problem say me kokrometi be to aba dia ma NDC. My reporter say, and you call yourself a lawyer. Instead of say, wouldn't telephone po betinase. And I remember this same lawyer Mary Sampa baby a chim. Well, the car say, a Kennedy crab bad one someone supporting her. I do a best supporting Kennedy. So what happened? What changed now? Ya ponica crama wana. Mary Sampa, I respect you so much. Preppy, you know, and near maybe one of my Baba and Tia Babekan. Now, why very, very careful. just say we need the ankomu favor ntino or default trofo twede abonyankopon ehum nyina mabo mama mahwefo nyina akwa abashonko frambra ati jadwumedie som I will Kumasi online AHMED na ya se wadi yakoso my Ghana sabre mabuabu dodo na no amede eso se ati jadwumedie wonya subscribe ya na o subscribe dia ma me share video ma unu ebe ono so and share fama obi foforo na afa wadwenche so efa comment section na say ema review so say obema me thumbs up and so ewo hono me number is 0557036109 who news episode they send me video audio pictures na ade nyina wo betimi e dey send me saso na wani jijumedi ho obeso oba na abeso ya se abetimi afre no 0550623377 and as 0557036109 me say am brother yen call straight to my first story for today. Anas areme yaw Anas any Kennedy ohini Agyapong with a little tagging of AHMED SUALE ni won ho nsensama jese bushia Argentina ha baby abefa bia na di anipa bebre na ebo ne se Kennedy ohini Agyapong enim hu bi san se wono ene be show eye AHMED SUALE ni mfoni ewo na 2 TV e ma nipa boniefo bi ekobo ni tuo eku ni na abeka ya that time kwa no special prosecutor wo ba bonte ebe declare eye Kennedy ohini Agyapong wanted ma Kennedy bedidi na tansa ne sasa gawu ni ade na say house or dey case of murder ebe to oro ne so onu akwa koku obi na onu AHMED SUALE wuo no wonim ho hwe ya betena video hanu say there a lot of updates about the so I think somewhere last week exactly a week today and I'm betena have a catch said allegedly one of the suspected killers of AHMED SUALE ye former Ken free honoma tesisia yohonu ba ye yohonu etumi ache suspect ba ko a ye bompa ehwe nim se nipa just woku eye AHMED SUALE no wo mo betumi aso ni mu san sa kwa we ma se kwa me A+ ebe ka che ye se nipa just woku AHMED SUALE no eye ade a wonim sa nipa no wakwa police for hold ya kwa kotu wo menim ni ade a just no wo hwe se investigations ni ade nyina no ebetimi akoso sabe ya mene mo ka say de AHMED nipa ya yachi na sisi ya yesi ya friend amachi ni spokesperson wa baba ntia be kansem bebre na kwanya wo mo fa so che no said the report ni bi nam social media ne so we say it is never true and then the person yachi na amachi yachi na yediten na yesi e be jara just the 1st April he has nothing to do with AHMED SUALE wuoro no kwa de baba Ghana be ye na ade no asa kontu oni baby a sa fake report ni ade nyina ene nam social media ne so no baby a free ba yenko na yenko tie sansem we nyina no emra sesia
yeah now so
listen me ho ye pa good now yen ntum say amache una ye ne kasama for any obusuani na we spokesperson right
Patron.
Good Sabriwe or a police for nsem
Patron.
Yes now my tougher kakra body tougher my the copy who now so far magada could lead this or police for nsem na enyoman say free mu ban so che say the general so my police for the na question so enye ne kresa take us through some of them
Met me kind of brofo.
What kind of brofo training na ye?
Yeah, okay. Let me mix it.
Yes.
I was a year 15th March.
Yeah.
We were one of friends say police action. And I'm besides.
Well, that's just about a week ago.
Exactly. That was last week Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And I'm besides. Why have I've been in a watch? Then he said because they say I have a hand in AHMED SUALE's murder. Oh, no, me bohu.
Oh, okay.
Na me say okay. Mereba, ononzi kan mereba. Ti me kwe woye interrogation kakra. I mean, about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Ye no so we're detaining. No was no ship. Monday, of course, as usual, if you're not ready to process him for court, you expect the grant in the bail. Iti ye drew her Monday no ye interrogation as in we're granting a bail. Ye drew outside neighborhood curiously no about an hour in before we came out. Multimedia article be exactly. Okay. One published article calling the man a fugitive of justice, calling him what key suspect in the murder of AHMED SUALE. I mean, so many things. And I said, what is going on in this country? We are in the process of assisting the police.
Yeah.
Even though you may be a suspect at the time, your job at this time is to assist the police.
Yeah. So
why would this article come out? And why would anybody say that he was a fugitive of the law? Because we all know he's been walking around here. So what is going on here? The following day, what's been presenting now when you more interrogation. Of course, after the article, it went viral. And he said to me, "Oh, Emma, now I'm known as a murderer."
Oh.
And I felt very bad. So we came and presented ourselves to the police the following day. We were in the process of interrogation when we were told that the IGP was calling us. We went. After the brief meeting, we were told that he was being detained and it was supposed to be arraigned before court the following day.
I see.
Which was a shock because it just was strange to me. So that is what has brought us here. We went before the court and he was remanded.
I see.
Till 1st April.
I see. And I say, first April, no messing I call judge in India. I see. Now, I feel a question say, Wabe documentary been near the day, all in the previous, because then the police is also accepting, so now, or fly in and out, not just no stable. But then again, what we also learning is say, Wabe here documentary be near the, even together with the police near the. So then what it means that he's come to stay here or he's been in town all this while. Can you confirm that?
He lives here. He's always in and out of my office, in and out of his lawyers' offices. He's in and out of everywhere. So we were surprised. How is this man a fugitive? Last year, Poriel's speech, he did it with Ghana Pharmacy Council, the FDA, the police themselves.
And I made a question McCaffrey.
There be a good park, no. Dorsey Boating.
Oh, okay.
Mitch Brothers are a massive raid, no.
That's right.
Yes, and before that, Fela McCaffrey, she was also apprehended. Before that, I mean, so many things. Licenses for sale. Yeah. Tramadol documentary. All these things have been going on.
Tramadol documentary.
You know, there were two. Yeah. One was before. Was in 2019. I think the other one was the following year. So I was surprised. Yeah. I was surprised. And when I listened to
Etua
Yeboah, he said a docket was presented. And he looked at it and realized that there was not enough evidence to proceed. So he said, go and do further investigations. So at which point did this man become a fugitive of justice or a fugitive of the law? At which point did it... and you see, it's baffling. It's baffling.
During the era of MPP, no, what more the Assembly Command Attorney General and so on?
Nobody. I mean, we've never heard. This is the first time we were hearing it from him.
I see. Now, looking at all the issues so far now, Abano, Semosha, do you munya atinkebi essence say? Either say the former boss or any year is trying to cover up something by way of say, or no ma adena beatis or no modeshi and or share adenechi no atechi, all of that. Munya atinkebi, do you sense something?
Mano, I don't deal with suspicions.
Okay.
But what I can say is that it's the narrative that was given to that multimedia released into the public. It was very similar to the charge sheets. So who was releasing that thing on Monday?
Yeah.
Who wants to push that narrative when nothing like that has happened? You understand? Yeah. So it's curious. Everybody will be wondering what's happening. This man is here. When did he become a fugitive? Why is the narrative the same between the charge sheet and the article that Multimedia released, then it's a bit worrying. It's a bit worrying.
There's also another information here, and also is here that AHMED SUALE was killed on the 16th of January, right? 2019. At the time, you know, na one AHMED intend to say before AHMED be on the 16th. What is it that Namunim said? Na one AHMED intend to say.
No, you're fine.
Do you also know that Omumi no omuye adwuma friend is saying the Tiger, and then at a point ono modesha no akwesi no or resign if you and AHMED no so if you then this are feud in the by if you recall.
Well, according to Daniel, what happened was he was not happy with his treatment, and then he left. He left. He was not concerned about anything that happened there. He just wanted to build his life again.
Okay.
But anything that went wrong in the Tiger Eye, he was always accused of it. Later on, we see in text messages that AHMED was telling him, "I have resigned."
I see.
So AHMED was also saying he was unhappy because he felt unappreciated, and some people will have the guts to talk to him anyhow.
Yeah.
So the two of them at some points had all left. And he also went further and said if he were to talk, the whole Ghana will shake.
That's AHMED, you know.
Yes, and and the other one is also accused of releasing information. So to me, I'm looking at information.
I see.
But it could be information from anywhere. I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody.
Yeah. Now, yeah, sure. My main kind of way is in October 2024, Daniel wrote a petition to the Director General CID, which was delivered personally, and he made a second visit to the department.
Yes.
So the way now police for what's our record winner. Where then again the police will come back and lay another charge of say murder was the case. Try to correspond. Make a correspondence.
Because if the person is in your corridors making applications, asking for investigators, how can he be a fugitive of justice? How? And at which point did he become a fugitive of justice? They need to clear out a lot of things. Because if you are saying you took phones for forensic FBI, it means you are doing a lot of detailed work. So if you are doing detailed work, you cannot come out and say that this man was a fugitive of the law when he's in plain sight for all of us to see. You can see him in the video doing his swaggish moves.
Yeah. This is we're confirming or black now. I see. Good. He's marking some swag there. Good one. Now, I said we bass and the son of family, no, I mean the entire family, ne papa, and then Nebuchadnezzar and all of that. How are they taking it?
Everybody is heartbroken. Everybody is wondering how this happened. Everybody is surprised. Some people are in a rage. They want to do so many things. And I said, let's just calm down and then take things as they come.
We are aware, say, in 2022, the same Amache, also known as Daniel Crantini, wrote to the vice president at the time about this sale of the counter OTC medicine seller license, or show the command vice president about this to bring the vice president's attention to this, and he got a response. We are aware of that.
We are aware. We were copies now.
Okay, would you support the police with all of this? We say, including writing a letter to the second gentleman of the land, and then if he's then somebody responsible for murder, how would such a person take such a move?
To me, I don't think. Well, my impression is that they were not looking for help from us.
Oh, okay.
That is my impression, because it was a narrative. Hey, have you been to Medina? And you live in Medina? Do you know the family? It's like pushing a certain story. Nobody was really asking us, opening up the information for you to even be saying, okay, well, this is like this, or this is like this. Maybe you should look like this. I mean, we were ever ready to help. with whatever information. And you know what is curious? He was actually talking with I think one officer from the cold case unit in the past.
Yeah.
Giving information, they will ask him questions, he will give answers. So I'm surprised that there's a narrative that he's a fugitive.
I see. So then that brings me to Adewe's Ghana for Anim. Say, in April 2019, Daniel Cranton released his first documentary, which he had been working on since 2019, concerning the wrongful use of tramadol, which was also being aired on ETV GH, GBC 24, and Sparkle TV. Still in 2019, he was set to release the part 2 of the tramadol documentary. However, then to make a travel to his wife in UK, and then came back where the COVID-19 hit him. Can you confirm this? Or yes, or take his assignment away?
That's right.
I see.
There's evidence all over the internet. Evidence.
And can the police ask for, and then that would again build much for the police? The guy is not a fugitive as they.
The police doesn't need to ask for this. It is in plain sight. All you have to do is just go online, put his name, you see it, everything. So I'm just surprised at this whole thing.
What will be the new thing? Ebusian for no mobile boama lawyer for no. It's me build up. Then the friends that are coming 1st of April now mobile court on a bit me convince judge. Say judge, when we say. Quite apart from the media putting all the things out, then Ebusian for some more the Abua lawyers.
And I say, we are putting all our efforts together. Some of us are investigating, some of us are piecing evidence together. Some of us, it's everywhere. Everybody, not just in Ghana, is rallying behind Daniel. Yeah. Everybody.
Good. Folks, we've been speaking to Madam Makin, Emma Makin. Now, Ononomwe Oye Kasama for the Ebusunya Branti ya Daniel Cranton, also known as Samachi. Says our war police for Ekukumi or Casaramon. Of course, once in some economic zips and Sempia, Nina no shame one that say, Emunamani be Bresugum montended that. And Tinata so moon here Busiana Crano, some bebim, assuming say Busiana be Mombe Bias a Cranoa, and Yaman Iguabontended that. So then, a Branton Rebecca says, so a fugitive was a flight risk or whatever. No, we can't. Nina into me accurate. Now, Emma, I feel you wrap up now when you're quite accurate. Dean, I'll pass out the two of Ghana for the President John Mahama is listening. Everybody is watching him near there. What do you want to tell the state parastatals?
What I want to say is that it is important for every citizen of Ghana to have a fair hearing, no matter what. No matter how grievous the charge is, everybody, every citizen deserves a fair hearing. And also, we should be looking at motive. Yeah. Why does anybody want this man gone? We should all be looking, and in time, we'll be able to piece everything together. But Daniel doesn't have anything against Ahmed. They were friends, and so he doesn't have any motive to want the man dead.
And I watch a boy at church, dear by any idea, medium paya na miguswa ebose. Whosoever biara okun AHMED SUALE biano, a police for sabe to me son mugos, and nanny abebo we do a chanya the abeshe we near the ababeshe we no. I hear you too much in Guasenum. Yeah, adults so do. But never next story ni mudia prophet quarten so the prophecy abana according to prophet quarten no. Was so my Ghana trading upon Yakupa da in the share the young vampire and kasa. Say baby ye too oil no. The no prophet quarten ye ye na just say eja atoho no ma just say ashi jurebe ababe dani news kasiepa ewo o my Ghana saso and I we the foot work oba so and I would yama his excellency John Dramani Mahama say enkwafo bi o metwa ne ho ahia said afi we di nye kai ahyehyɛ ne nneɛma sɛ wo babu adwuma papa said e be ya tag bi amre bi etwem obeye mampani wo krom ha Ghana for yede target no sane ma nyina no wo betumi akledi afiri ni de nanso enkrofo bi ajasa de papa ebefi a wo mo mpe no mepu wo mo to de ama saade no wo mo beye edi egu ono John Dramani ni nimase no prophet kwate acheche ni nyina mu amehye so beka me ho ne yakọ akoti sa prophecies na so abasisi a
deep owie ye no de mikoko gina ba bi a Ghana ebetu oil na oil na wonu tuo no mehu se bia ye tu oil no ye kese pa na eja ato na ehye na be ye news kese na wonu tu oil na eja eto machines enema disaster kese si ho ema ebeye news kese na bribi ye si ye bompa ye fa ho se onyankopon no bi ode bokoko na ye ne pe a enye ne pe dia yebisa na onsom ema yen enti adi ya eno soso no na etosuo ewo ho eno no adi ya etoso mehu se omampani ebo kwan na kwan no na omampanyini ebo no na eko ntufuom se obi enim ntufuom se penini edi ani ntufuo afuo a yaye na yedidim eno bae na aso ne ba na utimi fa kente ekotu banche body ekutwa body etu mankani bayere ha ne freni ntufuo mehu se ekwan a ekontufuom na afuo na hu se kane no se kwan fu a yebo na mehu se kwan no na afuo no eda ho echei utie ni yepa ekwan da ho chei na afu na kwan no afuo no na mampani ene yede sika na hye ne nsam na ya ma no kotokoro ya ma na doba muntie ni ye won ma no kotokoro won ma na adoba ene odi asiwo ena obo kwan no na nkrofo ka no ho a wo mo so bo kwan ti ono fafase ya no obo na enam so o kandifu nti abrebia no adi ye bi ono man dikan jino wo okura doba a obo kwan no ko ntufuo no na bra obo kwan no ya duru ntufuo no no na oye mre na me hu nkrofo a eka no ho a na o mai so mo so ebo kwan no fa no de boa no no say they were pretenders enti bra oye mre na say obi gina fa kwa no ho a no ahye dade sekan no bo enso na sekan na nam so obetimi atwa ba no ahye dade bo ho a ena me so mampanyin no ono na ni abra na obo kwan no de ko ntufuo no oye duru ntufuo no 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 se na oye mre obobia na oye mre no she lane a ya pamo a eye long sleeves lane white ena na ode bo kwan na oye mre oye duru ntufuo no oye mre enti wona eka no ho na ebo kwan no fa de boa no ebra wura ne mi gina ho a wo kire me saa abebuadi yie no na ewo senka saafo no eyiro mo ho bo kwan no na ati se omo ahu se oye mre so ayeso mo boboa no ayeso mo mmo ayeso mo boboa no ayeso mo mmo eno wura ne se wo mo e senko mo boboa no wo mo na ntufuo no anka o mampanyin no ebo kwan na kopie mu no omo na nka beboa wo fi se ono yo kanifuo bokwan kodurafuo num na na mre na oye no egina ho masese ne mre ebesa duru senti o se wemu na nka mo bokwan no ekoduru ntufuo num na nka mo nya bi atuani fi so mo na nka beye mfaso amon so o ma hye de pretend se o mo bo na boro se wa brede a ene ekwan no ayeso o mo bo anti nka otimi buhwi ana se bribi e wo kwan no so saa ntufuo kwan no so a na nka mo aye de ombeye adi ye ni deep adi no ye deep a very deep adi no ye deep owie ye no ena osan efa omampanyin free se ntufuo kwan so wonso de me agegina me bebrode ne di animu ena omampanyin odi ade se osan fa no free ntufuo kwan no so na so ne ho asan de ofa na free ode no abu me ba wie ti ofa na free o ti odi ni free se ntufuo kwan no so ena odi no kokko gina kwanye eso na awo ba nye asphalt tete kwan no kane no se omusi kwan no omude abosia efra abo no omude egusina awiabo na faso na so da so kama eno de ko gina eso saa ti ntimi hu sɛ emmerwa ene nkokorawa epie bae ɛna wɔn de brɛ a ya bare muntie ne ye brɛ a ya bare a ye bare de chichiri gya no emmerwa ne nkokora de bebre behyehyɛ ne nsɛm a ya bare ɛna ɔmo edi nanim de ne kɔkyerɛ biribi na brɛ ɔmo de ne kɔ no ɔmo kɔduru baabi ma hu sɛ ɛyɛ ankaa ne koko afuo saa na de awuwuo no ɔmo twitwa ɛna ɔmo kyerɛ ne sɛ ɔnhyehyɛ ne nyinaa na ɔnkyekyere ne bio ɔnkyekyere egya na ɔmo twitwa no ɔnkyekyere na ɔmo nsoa no na ɔmfa mmra fie why sɛ ɔmo de brɛ a ya bare no brɛ na ɔmo amfa ama na amare na ɔmo abare de abrɛ no why sɛ ɔmo lidi no de ne kɔ ankafuo ne kokofuo na ɔmo kɔdu ne atwitwa ankaa ne koko no a awo no bi no nse koko gya no koko no wo ai no na ne atwitwa de soja ne atwitwa ne kama na ɔmo se ɔmare ɔbare brɛ no a ɔmo bɛfa ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo bɛsoa no na ɔde akofie ɔde gya na ba fie adenti na gya adenti na brɛ adenti na mmerwa ne nkokora na ɔmo ani agye sɛ ɔmo kɔ ɔno ɔmo atwitwa agu dada ne deɛ anso ɔnkyekyere nsoa na ɔmfa mmra fie ade na ɔde gya ne ba fie gya yɛde yɛ den na ɔbɛyɛ den na ɔbɛyɛ ne den na ayɛ den enti nkyekyere gya no egyina homa biribi ɛna gya na ɔde bɛba fie no egyina homa biribi si ɛno aduane a yɛyɛ ne den ɛwɔ n'asekyerɛ na yɛ mpanyin nsɛm enti yɛbɛyi ne pono akyi na wɔwie yɛ no saa deɛ no ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔmampanyin a wɔdi adeɛ no ɔwɔ kwan fitaa bi ɛwɔ sɛ ɔfa so a ɔmfa tuntum ɛnka ho na wɔn akyekyere nneɛma nyinaa ma no dada sɛ ne deɛ ansɛ sɛ ɔtumi sisɛ gya ɛboa no kyekyere a ɔbɛmake history sɛ one of the best president ever ɛne nti na yɛde gya no ama no sɛ ɔmfa mmra fie ɔmmɛ noa aduane ɔbaatan kɔ afuom kɔtwitwa gya de ba fie bɛnoa aduane a ebi kura no kura ne bi ɔkyɛ na bra ɔmo so ɔnkyekyere gya no ɔmo ɔnkyekyere gya no na ɔmo nso ano no ɔkyekyere gya no a ɔmo owie no ɛna nkokora ne mmerwa n'ani agye sɛ watimi akyekyere gya no kama na ɔmo so ano ɛna wɔwɔsere ayɛsɛ ɔne ɔmo ɛjoki ɛwɔ afuo no mu owie na ɔmo de so ano ɛbra a wɔba a wɔbɛpie kwan mu no ɛna mehu sɛ afei wɔhyia enipa bi no ma ɔmo so nim no ayɛsɛ ɔmo bɛhyia no saa na ɔmo ani agye ɔmo bɛhyia no ba na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo sue gya no na ogya gya no wɔ kwan na wɔbɛsi timpɔn mu no ogya ato wɔ ɛna ɔmo sɛ ɔwɔ assignment bi so ɔkyekyere gya yi di koduru fie a sei na ɛbɛkyerɛ ama no na ɔmo a ɛbɛhyia ɔmo kwan na ɔmo yɛ mpanyinfoɔ ɔmo wɔ amanyɔkuo mu ɛnso so ɛbɛhyia na ɔmo ani agye ɔmo so onya gya no nto kwan no ho no ɔmo asi timpɔn mu nkɔ no ogya ato wɔ so a sei na ɛbɛkyerɛ very deep na nso so yɛ ne sei a sei bɛba otiye
Prophet Kwatin ena yakwa kotie ne nsɛm aba no kyɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ papa mprepi no wɔka kyɛ sɛ John Dramani Mahama na memu a wobu 4 years da n'animi ɛyɛ ade a kyɛ so obedi nkunim ɛyɛ ade a kyɛ sɛ bibia bɛkɔ so wano ɛde ama yɛn na mehwɛ Ghana Blaster kra papa kra the prophecy bi bafa ho John Dramani Mahama bɛyɛ mampani kyɛ sɛ bibia bɛkɔkɔ yie di ama I think Ghana first match with Chad wɔn share 5 ɛna Ghana second match with Madagascar wɔn share 3 ɛna ɔkɔ social media no so obesi 5 + 3 8 into number 8 on the ballot paper that is John Dramani Mahama aba no kyɛ sɛ bibia no kɔ yie ya nesa ba yɛn deɛ yɛn mɔ mpa sɛ John Dramani Mahama wɔn feli de biara da deɛ ɛbɛtumi abɔ mpa ya ne sɛ Nyankopɔn bɛka ne ho no bɛboa no na obɛtumi edi nkunim na bibi papa biara wɔ na adwene mu bibi papa biara wɔ na akoma mu pɛsɛ a ɔbɛso wɔ yɛ de ma ɔman Ghana ne yɛ deɛ ne yɛ ni country foforo bia ɛkɔ yɛ yɛ ayɛ tim ankɔ yɛ nso ayɛ tim tie ne mesre yɛ papa obia kɔ ne kotodwe nim no wɔbɔ mpa ya na wɔnka His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ɛwɔ ne mpa yɛ sɛ deɛ bɛyɛ nyame bɛka ne ho ne nyame bɛboa no na obetumi ebu ɔman ne yɛ ne nipa bɔneɛfo biara so a wɔn betwa ne ho ahyia biara so no twɛde apɔ Nyankopɔn ho yɛ wɔbɔ na oyi wɔ mu nyinaa fɛfiri ahoma no so san sɛ obi mebre so omanga na fa nto wapemfra na ya no for so metera honom e try wo mo best say wo mo begu nanim asesa na e ma na de abusua ye mpese e be kwosokura e wo krom hanim say aha na mbe mam kwan na nsema me de so mo sa atija dwumedie no me de ni nyina beba na wie ye mesho ye papa say wonya subscribe ya na wa subscribe to the channel de ama me wa share video ama unu ebo no so share e de ama obi fofo na do adwenche so afa comment section na say e de ama me number is 055-7036-109 news how episode send me video audio pictures near the no we bet me they send me sasa na we need jumedi ho be so ba na abaso ya senso a bet me a friend was 055-0623377 and as 055-7036-109 so now ne atwetwe enkomo Kumasi online media school and as some say asabre me to me dey atija jimedie no ebesom admission yes we JHS SHS university tertiary institution wakobi awie ana wokra de wunsi school dem da eja wo se kan abede afga adebechi ye e wo fidie manum se wo mo sem kawakoma tu yem de hia ne so de 100 Ghana cedis pe ba be file forms a church for no wo do wa bochira wo mo beto wo mo bodo wa fantity ye pem e practical senko anti se camera handling kwa na apese usua enam se ya practical senko na wo nko school mpoda no wo mo de camera ni be si woni wo ma chire bibi biare wo so wo mo chire e editing at the same thing TV and radio presentation at the same thing just a church for no ma kwabre won samtwe adwuma ho ti baby biara wo bia no kwa kuma tu yem na tutu mi ka be file forms na wo mo emfa ntiti yem 3 months we abenya certificate baby abeya attachment internship so wo mo beboa wo na wo ma pa baby papa dia ma no wa ye attachment e wo hono courses no enegu kasafoni ne DJ nkan ho MC account social media and a drone shots ni nyine no wo mo kire bi e wo hanom say me pa cho bibi chi wa na abeso first school periphone no mo twetwe nkoma 05506233377 and as 0557036-109 ope baby abenya forms ni bi nso dia Kumasi Asqua womunity mass na edi inshenim executive producer Mr. Daniel Yeboa editor na MC aso ya Brante Park Ejoma no me abetire dwem edi dwumedie mu chia me edeba sommo medi ene na ya saw makramada se ne yesanso edishia
Amafwe Kumasi online TV production yaba ne de ne yaba ye de equipment ekukudam ana ye de aba se eye camera de enam wiem de nam fom de enam ensuom ni nyina ye wo bi e wo honom a TV production yabo ya huye pa se wo ye dwumadie bi etese wedding eye engagement and sorry ana schools se wo ye seminar bi na pese betwa ko all the social media networks and so e de amaw ye ni ntotonsa na fre eye Kumasi online TV production for na yamra na ye dwumadie ne mfa Kama fe a ebo no eda from pa the production so the sound quality video quality ni nyina e wo soro wo pese wo hu ba bia wa ye wo Kumasi eyeti AHMED opposite one ma ana se to nsa ne frɛ wa homa true for so 0550623377 Kumasi online TV production ye demu fua e wo Kumasi kodua mu